This is my M50 swapped BMW E30 Drift car. Pretty cool, right? Wrong. This thing likes to overheat a lot. And this past weekend at my local drift event, it was supposed to be the weekend where we got all the seat time in the world, but I got like 15 laps because it was just constantly overheated. And a couple weeks before the drift event, I did a couple things to try to get the cooling system a little bit better on this car. I flushed the cooling system because the water that was coming out of the radiator looked like absolute poo-poo water. Put a lower temperature thermostat, a 68-degree Mishimoto thermostat in it, a new water pump. The one thing I did neglect to do though was like an aluminum freaking thermostat housing. I just didn't want to pay the money for it, but in hindsight, I should have done that. But yet, all that hard work and it was better, but it was still overheating. So what do you do when you're poor and you just want to drive your drift car, but you don't want to spend $500 on a new cooling system? eBay. Let me grab this box and I'll show you guys what's in here. Inside this box is the fix to all my life's problems, and that was my knee on the fucking bash bar. Ow! Inside this box are the fixes to all of my life's problems. Probably not, but maybe it might fix this problem. I'm not really sure. We're gonna try. Ah, that really hurt. If I use that clip, you guys will see. Oh, ooh yeah. Ooh, right on the kneecap. And well, you guys might be wondering, well, Brett, what's in the freaking box, man? I'll show you, dude, if I can get it open. Only the highest quality automotive parts that you can buy off of eBay. Drum roll, please. An eBay radiator, baby. Oh yeah, the shinier the part, the better the part is. Yeah, blinding, heck yeah, dude. So this is a $150 radiator setup from eBay for a BMW E36. 2-core aluminum rad, comes with an aluminum fan shroud, and a big old fan. Quite honestly, coming straight from China, the welds look all right. They're probably done by a robot or something. Not really that bad. So in today's video, we're gonna find out if $150 is going to fix my BMW E30's overheating issue, because I just want to drive my race car and I'm poor. So let's get to work. Well, after reevaluating the situation that I find myself in, I have a sneaking suspicion that the radiator is not going to fit with the fan and the fan shroud. There's not a lot of room on the front of the car. Only one way to find out. All I got to do is pop off these coolant lines and then cut the zip ties on my very nice chassis harness. And then I'm good, because this radiator is not mounted to the chassis. Don't tell the tech guys at the drift event. 1 line, 2 line, boom. Ooh, it's still poo-poo water, dude. I flushed this thing like 100 times. Check this out. Look at that. This water right here, that's literally just rusty water. And no, my head gasket is, I don't know, probably fine. It might be bad, who knows, but this is not oil mixing with coolant. This is rust mixing with water. Here we go, come on. Come on, oh yeah, good. Get that dirty poo-poo water all over the place. Nice, yeah. So if we're comparing them side to side, they look pretty damn similar as far as like size and shape. This one has aluminum on the sides, this one has plastic. I think we're good. We'll see if it fits. I'm worried about it not being able to fit the fan past the engine here, the front of the block. We're not looking so good already. Now let's see if we can get the water pump sticks out and there's not really much room. I don't see this working. If it does go, yeah, it's not going in there. All right, well, that really sucks. I can still use the radiator, but I don't foresee the fan. I don't foresee the fan fitting. God, this thing needs a small block Chevy. I hate the M50. It's just so big. Massive. Yeah, fellers, that's gonna run right into the crank pulley. That's not gonna work. Well, dang it. Well, that sucks. The crank pulley and just the fan, just like if I had literally a flat fan, it might work. I don't know. We'll use the radiator for sure, but maybe some way we can reuse the fan shroud to put it on the front and then use our polar fan from the other setup. That could work. Maybe. We'll try that. Just watch and observe and don't say a damn thing, all right? Just trust me, all right? I know what you're thinking, and I'm gonna ask you to stop thinking and just trust me. It's gonna be all right. This is a safe place, safe place. The internet mechanics can't hurt you here. It's only stupid if it doesn't work. I'll tell you what, it's working. Other than the other half of the bottom, it's fine though. You know what though? Doing redneck modifications like this is fun. This is what YouTube's about, not those freaking $40,000 builds. This was a $150 radiator. If this was like a friggin' CF or something, I'd be a little upset, or whatever those ones are called. Give me a second, I need a moment of silence to use my brain to process the situation that I'm currently in. All right, I figured out a solution. All right, the solution wasn't a fix to the issue. Backup plan. Oh, I got one. Zip ties. Woo! Zip ties! Listen, man, I legitimately do not care what this car looks like. I just want it to function. So, 10K OBO, I know what I have. Salvage title, actually no title. Listen, brother, this is gonna work. Is the fan shroud gonna blow in the wind a little bit? Potentially. Is that going to affect its performance? Also, potentially. All right. Oh, goddamn. Oh, this is going downhill so fast. It was all going according to plan. Listen, dude, I know what I'm doing. I know how to build cars. Needing bolts is just something pushed on you by Big Bolt and Nut Corporation. You don't need them. Oh, I lost my nuts. Gosh darn it. Don't you hate that? So you guys aren't allowed to judge me, but this is gonna work, okay? All right, are we in all agreement that this is fine, this is cool? I just drilled into the radiator, not like actually into like the core of the radiator. See, it's fine. I just use these little tabs here. And this little tab here, it's got a bolt. That side's got a zip tie. And now we have the freaking shroud on the front of the radiator. So now we're gonna see if it'll fit in the car. Let's try it. If this works, this will be definitely the most redneck hillbilly crap I've ever done in my life. This fits. Okay, what's it hitting? What's it hitting? There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah. Uh-huh. We're good. We got this. It's all good. I give this 5 big booms. Boom. Boom. Now, I'd love to go test it, but we are still waiting for my alternator to show up, and actually, I might have to take this out anyway to get to the alternator. I might not have to, but it would be easier without the radiator. Looks real good. Looks real good. I'm gonna keep this rad around just in case. But maybe it'll cool the engine. I don't know. Listen, it really doesn't matter. I'm not worried. This is my seat time drift car. I just want it to work so I can actually get seat time. Doesn't have to be pretty. Okay, can we agree on that? Are we cool with that? I'll talk to you guys when I get my alternator, all right? I'll see you then. This might get a little confusing, but I had to make a short form video for carparts.com. Brand deal, gotta pay the bills, all right? I'm gonna put the short form video in here, but we got a new alternator, so I'll show you guys the short form video. A little weird, I know. This sick, nasty initiation, boom, it was all ruined. My alternator died mid-run. So I went to carparts.com, went over to Car Parts Euro, picked myself up a brand new Bosch alternator. Drifting, honestly, is hard on car parts. Like, it's really bad. With drifting, you're driving your car as hard as possible, so when you buy car parts, it's really important not to get the cheap stuff. So that's why I chose Car Parts Euro. They got premium quality parts from brands like Bosch for European car owners who demand reliability, quality, and precision. Getting this alternator out of the E30 was a pain in the butt. So once I did finally get it out, as you can see here, I was very excited. Victory dance, if you will. Unboxed the new one from Car Parts Euro. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Who doesn't love unboxing brand new car parts? Just look at the difference between the one on the right and the one on the left. The one on the right's the new one, by the way. Now we just gotta put everything back together. And I don't have to worry about it not fitting. Why? Because Car Parts Euro is your go-to source to get parts for your European vehicles. It bolted right in like nothing even happened. But man, we gotta speed up this process. I wanna rip this thing. Intake installed, put the belt back on. Look at that, you can see her down there. She's nice and purty. We gotta test her out though, make sure we fixed it. Yeah, I think it's safe to say she's ready for her next drift event. Make sure to shop Car Parts Euro on carparts.com to get the parts that you need to keep your European vehicle running like new. Alternator, let's throw back in the radiator. Boom, just like that, we got fan action again. Well, let's go turn on the switch and see if the fan still works. Race car, switch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she rips. Fuck me. When I was drilling to make this tiny little hole, there is just the ever so slightest tiny little hole here where my drill bit went just a little too far. So we got a leak. No! Damn it, man. Golly. All right, well, plan B. I'm gonna steal that shroud and we're gonna put it back on the plastic radiator. Darn it, man. I could always get somebody just with a TIG welder just to TIG that little hole up. No biggie. We'll do that eventually. All right, so I also got these cool new gloves from Limiter Glove Company. They're freaking sick, man. So I'm gonna try these out too. I've never driven with gloves on before, so this will be interesting. Really, I just want to see if this car overheats again and if that fuel cut thingy that we had at the very end of the last drift event is gone now that we have a good alternator. All right, don't break anything, don't get the cops called on us, let's go. My bumper fell off. Okay. So far so good. Cops aren't at my house. That fuel breakup thing is kind of gone. Because if you watch the clip of me doing it, I'm full throttle and it's just like and it's just dying. The only other thing that this thing, it's really confusing because I keep getting a thing on the link unit that tells me that it's exceeded the duty cycle on the injectors, which doesn't really make any sense because they're stock M50 injectors. They should be able to keep up with a stock M50. Do I need bigger injectors for a stock M50? Like what? I don't know. I'm confuzzled. I'm confused. It doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm being completely honest, I think I'm only gonna give the M50 one more shot. Maybe it's my fault, maybe it's my problem that it's not running perfect, but I think I'm gonna give it one more drift event, and I think in the off season, the seat time car is gonna get a different motor. I know the BMW people are gonna be upset, and I know that they're gonna be like, oh, the M50 is so reliable, and I don't know, man, it's just not my style, it's not my thing. It's cool, I mean, granted, it came with the car and it was 500 bucks. Like, I can't really complain about that, but out of all things, I would not have chosen an M50, but I'm not mad, like, at all that it's there. I have somebody who wants to buy the whole swap with the link for 1,500 bucks, and that would kind of do the swap that I'm thinking about doing. So I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I know my job as a YouTuber is to show you guys every little thing that I do, but sometimes I don't do that. Skipped a couple chapters once again, and now the plastic radiator is back and the fan shroud is on the front of it. Obviously, we went and took it for a test strip. It felt like it was running well with the new alternator. Cooling was doing pretty well. And that test strip felt pretty good. I didn't feel any of those like dead spots or fuel breakup or whatever the hell it was that took me out last weekend. But then I wanted to take it on another rip just to drive it around. It started cutting out really bad again, the same thing that I was doing. So I was like, okay, that's weird. So just to make sure, I had a Walbro 450 that I was gonna use for my 07 K-Swap E30, and I was like, well, there's a Dishworks 300 in there. I'm just gonna swap those out really quick and see if maybe the pump perhaps, you know, sucked up air on accident when it was doing fuel slosh or whatever. Maybe I fried the pump really quick. I swapped out pumps and it didn't fix the issue. It was still having that issue. And this is the really great thing about having the link. This is why I'm so glad that I did this. If I didn't have this, I probably would have never figured this out and I would have just gave up. So hopefully you can see with all the glare, but look at here, engine speed 485. So that's my RPM. And as it was breaking up, we would have random drops. Where does it happen? Oh, okay, there it is. So you could see, look at my RPMs as we go through the log, and it would just randomly drop down to 0. And then it would come back up, and then it would drop back down. And then it would come back up, and then it kind of held there. But there was another log where it showed it a lot more prevalent. We lost crank signal. That's what the whole issue was. I mean, granted, the alternator was bad, but we also lost crank signal. So it was just a plethora of things. But now, she's good. Let's start her up. I'll show you. Hold on, listen. Starts right up. Oh, maybe not. Come on. Come on. Come alive. come on. We gotta work on the cold start fuel, you know, map. That's a thing that me and Brad can do. But there she goes. Now she's good. See, like it would do this, and then it would lose crank signal and go like blah 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 blah. You know? And if we look back at that clip, my last run at the drift event, what I thought was fuel cut does kind of make sense that we lost crank signal because it like just cut dead out. It was just like bah, bah, bah. A lot of people did say, "Oh, you're not buying a OEM freaking crank position sensor from BMW." I said, no, it's like $200. And they're like, oh, you're going to have issues with it. A lot of the time when I get comments on social media, they're not, you know, good opinions. Sometimes I'll get good opinions. That one, you guys were right. I'll give you that one. My bad. You told me so. That's all right. But she's good now. Sorry, duckies. I'm going to end the video there. I'm going on vacation. It's going to be nice. I'm going to get to take a little break. That'll be cool. But before I leave, I'll leave you guys with a burnout. I don't know, why not? Gosh freaking darn it, dude. I just now realized that my mic didn't work for this portion. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm about to do a burnout on my public road. It's kind of public. I live in the backwoods of Pennsylvania. I'm telling you guys, do not do that, okay? I know I may be like an influence to some people, but do not disturb your neighbors, especially if you live in like an urban area. I have like 2 neighbors on my road, so if one of the 2 call the cops, I guess so be it. If you need to test your car, do it in a very safe manner, okay? I'm now going to give a reenactment of said burnout since my microphone did not work. Damn it, dude, my freaking microphone died while I was doing that. I'm the worst YouTuber ever. Golly. This stupid little crap happens like that all the time. Basically, what I said, don't do burnouts on public roads, and well, like if you live in the country and you got like 2 neighbors, it's not that big of a deal. But if you live in like the suburban area, don't do that. Car's good. Next time you'll see me ripping it, I will be at the drift event. So the next video you'll see will be, you know, driving stuff. Hopefully the car lasts the whole weekend and doesn't break. But yeah, all right. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, please. I'd really appreciate that. That'd be really cool. Even though my YouTube videos kind of suck sometimes, but hey, that's, you know, this is me. This is authentically me. So this is what you get, all right? Cat's rolling around on the concrete, baby. What's up, kitty cat? Hi, shop kitty. This here is Kobayashi, shop kitty. We also call him Mao because my nephew, who is a toddler, doesn't know how to say cat yet, and he calls him Mao. So that's Mao. Hi, Mao. Anyway, like, subscribe, do the stuff. 1,000 likes, I will show you guys my feet. Still haven't hit that goal yet. So, all right. Catch y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Goodbye.